Hello and welcome to Diniz Farms. We're a floating head that's out of position here. Apologies for that, everyone. Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening today. We are managing to sort of kind of get into things on time today. We've been running around like crazy, but we are here. We've made the live stream. So we're just going to start things off right today and make sure that we've got all of our settings in the appropriate spots before we get into the game for a change. And yeah, it should be good to go. We don't want to be showing up as a ghost or anything tonight in the middle of the stream. So we're going to get right into things. We got a lot of stuff to do tonight. Hope everybody's having a great week. I know I have been. It's been busy here in my household, but in a good way. Boom, there we go. We found all of our buttons. All right, let's take a look at chat. Oh my goodness, we've got a ton of people in chat here. Let's see who all we've got in here. It's scrolled past, so I'm going to miss anybody before the start of the stream here. But Godly Devil, it's good to see you. Zach, good to see you. John Deere Farms, Rowanator, good to see you guys. FS19 in chat. Nice. Alan, it's good to see you, sir. Lieutenant Dan, you're slowly building your farm on Autumn Oaks, close to purchasing your first few heads of cattle. Very nice. J. Joe, Billy Bob, good to see ya. Oh, goodness. We've got Pleasant View Farms. It's good to see you, sir. I've been meaning to reach out to you this week. We got to talk on Discord. I'll hit you up tomorrow. We got to sort out some time. I want to come down and visit you here soon. We're going to be harvesting rye tonight, folks, and we had rain for the last 2 days in game, and so I'm just checking. We're just under the limit for wet crops here, so we're going to get into this. Carpet Farmer, good to see you, sir. Sniper Steve, Henrik, Heather, DeBoer. Nice name. We've got to find our harvester here. So it's funny, I got all the equipment out to take the screenshot and then closed the game without saving it. So we're back to needing to get everything back out of the shed here. So let's open this up here and see what we've got going on. Come on, door. You can do it. There we go. Love Farm Sim sometimes. Aiden, good to see you in the chat, sir. Rowanator, do I use additional game setting with the custom lighting? I do use additional game setting. I don't use it for my lighting, though. I use, I modified seasons to have slightly better colors and lighting here. That was very close to smacking into that door. And so it helps out a little bit, although with Autumn Oaks, there's something about either this map, the geo, or I'm just having some really bad luck with the way the clouds and the fog and everything have rolled in. So it's on my to-do list of things to look into because it just kind of looks a little gray to me. So let's get over here, and I think I forgot where I parked my header. There it is. We're going to get the cutter on the combine here so that we can head on out and tackle this rye field here. I've been really excited to jump into some more harvest type activities here on this map. We're advancing through the time very quickly. Why am I combining my rye? I could have made silage. The silage corn isn't quite ready yet. I'm pretty sure this has to get to the final growth stage before it's ready to go. The only other thing we have to do is we could cut our alfalfa back here or do some hay, and we've already done that once. So next episode we're going to be doing silage, I think, though. I think it's time for the corn silage next episode. But everything is slightly behind that right now. We need one more growth cycle, I think, to get to our silage. Stranded Kansan, how you doing, sir? I hope things are going well for you. I know you've been pretty busy. So we're gonna head on in here and get to the edge of our field. John Deere Farms, is my wife coming tonight? I doubt it. She's upstairs. Our toddler has been having some meltdowns today, and so she's going to be upstairs for a little bit, I think, until he falls asleep here. She might pop in at the end, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure what her plans are. Logan, you start school tomorrow, so you're back in the cities? Nice. Yeah, my oldest starts on Tuesday, so he's still got a few days to go. So I'm trying to think here. I think we're going to go ahead and take our headlands off here first, and then we'll get started going down the up and down rows here. Legendary. Now there's an epic name. I love it, sir. I didn't even read your comment. I just read your name. I love it. You make silage out of rye, though, as forage? Can you? We planted this rye so that I could get some straw for the TMR mix. So yeah, I could probably have turned this into silage. I do have the green mowing mod on, but it was planted with the intent of getting some straw on the farm, because we need a little bit of this for our forage, for our TMR, to kind of make it go a little bit longer here. Robert Dunlap, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Robin, good to see you as always, sir. Hate this combine because it starts off so slow. Yes, it does start off a little slow. I found, though, it depends on which header you use. I've had some of the headers that get kind of stuck up on things. There's a mod that lets you adjust your header height. I haven't had to use it, though, with this header. This is the 630F that you can find on the in-game mod hub, and it works pretty good. Randy Pepler, good to see you, sir. Welcome to the stream. The comments are flowing by faster than I can read tonight. I do apologize. Connor, good to see you. Noah, that's possible. I didn't, I've talked to Dennis about a lot of the feature function here. I'm not sure what mowing it's going to do here compared to normal. I didn't actually see that tutorial, and I'm also several versions behind on the map here. When we put this in, though, it was purely with the intent of getting a straw crop of some kind on the farm. So if this is something that should be mowed in the future, I'll have to look into that next time. We'll definitely need some more of this on the farm, though, at some point. RXZ Gaming, good to see you, sir. Hope all is well. I saw you guys posted, I think I saw FSG posted, you probably did too, a episode of West Texas in the snow. I haven't had a chance to go watch those yet, so I'm really looking forward to catching up on that series. In Wisconsin, it's usually a forage crop. Good to know. I've honestly never harvested or seen rye harvested one way or the other. Good to know. Banks Sinatra, good to see you in the chat, sir. Oh my goodness, we're reading chat and we're missing a row here. Let's see if we can back it up. I will say we're getting an absolutely enormous amount of straw out of this, though. I've not seen a straw harvest that has backed us up quite this much in a while, so we will have to figure out what we're going to do with this. We're probably baling it because I don't have anywhere else to put it, and that's going to be a lot of small bales, I'm afraid. Rowanator, I'm not going to mess with my lighting settings in the middle of the stream. I've had a bad luck with that in the past. That's something I'll take a look at offline. Alright, let's take some headland passes off here so we've got enough room to turn around without putting ourselves into the trees here. rough crops up in Canada here. You had to till under some of your crops because there's nothing there worth combining. That's rough, dude. I've heard a few people saying that. I was watching the latest video by the Millennial Farmer today that he released, and he showed off quite a few of the downed corn crops that they've got there, and it looks like it's gonna be rough farming. I saw he put a short out today asking if anybody's got experience or recommendations with corn reels and things like that. So, you know, a lot of the farmers are trying to figure out how to pick up all these downed corn crops, and you know, there's a lot of farmers in the Midwest and Canada that are just plowing crops under or fields under because there was no crops there worth harvesting. It's not worth the fuel to go out in the field. So pull up the HUD quick. How's it yielding? Good question. We're getting 80 or 63 bushels an acre here, which for a wheat type crop like that, it's not bad. That's not so far off of realistic yields, I would assume. Plus, we're getting all the straw out the back. Although, like I said, I've never actually harvested rye, so I'm not sure what to expect from a bushels per acre perspective. Oh, we're going up a hill, and our header is dragging on the ground a little bit. So this is where I wish I'd installed that header height control mod so that I could raise my header up just a smidge so that we don't run into these problems. But it looks like we've worked our miles per hour back out here. Logan, you guys are starting harvest next week. You're in a drought on your side of Wisconsin and can't wait anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing from a lot of people, is that the drought is forcing harvest up quite a bit because there's just not enough crops out there, you know, and if you let them sit out there any longer, you're going to have the rain or the winds or something come in and just start snapping them off like you've seen in a lot of places. But yeah, I mean, between the storms, the fires, the drought, it's just been a crazy year. I agree, Lieutenant Dan. It's just been a crazy year. Aiden, appreciate it. Legendary, you guys have already started chopping corn in southwest Wisconsin. Yeah, I know. We've got a member of the community who's in South Dakota, and they've been chopping corn for the last 1 to 2 weeks. Realistic strain on the engine. This is a 9650. My 9500 could go up hills bigger than that without slowing down. Although I don't know that we actually harvested at 6 miles an hour, come to think of it. I think we were going a little slower than that. Robert Dunlap, how you doing? I'm doing good. Pork chop, going well, going well. We've been, well, I say that. So today was a fun day for me. I took the teenager out. We're doing some more practice driving, and he has his driving test on Thursday. And so we're trying to get him prepared for that. And we've come to the realization that just due to where we're at and the kind of places we go, we haven't had to practice a lot of parking. And so we've been practicing parking this week. And so he and I went out for about an hour and just practiced parking in a few parking lots, and it was an experience. I'll say it that way. We've got a little bit of practice to do, so I'll probably be taking some time out of my day tomorrow. I'll probably be taking a couple hours out of the middle of the day so we can go out and do a lot more practicing on the parking and the backing up and all that stuff. So, man, I know a lot of the older people in the audience here will appreciate, but teaching a teenager how to drive is stressful. It's just stressful. So we're gonna get through this, but man, it's been crazy. Toby Neal, good to see you in the chat, sir. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better now. My restrictions get officially lifted on Friday afternoon. And so I'm feeling really good, and we're gonna get back there and into things here this weekend. We've got a long weekend ahead of us here in the States, so Labor Day weekend. is going to be a lot of fun. My wife booked us a Airbnb up by a beach somewhere in the Thumb, and we're going to get out there and do some paddle boarding and take the kids out in the water. I haven't been allowed to go swimming all summer because I've had, you know, all these restrictions on me, so I'm looking forward to that a lot. J. Joe, am I doing a members live stream on Thursday? So on Thursday, I'm going to be streaming on Autumn Oaks, but my plan is to hopefully get it set up on a multiplayer server by then so that we can get some help in here so that I don't have to harvest or do all the silage here on my own. I want to see if we can get a couple people in the game here to help me out. So stay tuned on the members Discord server for that, and we will definitely put some feelers out if I can get a multiplayer server set up for this by Thursday. Ketter, your affiliate code work for pre-ordering on Steam? Unfortunately, no. Steam does not does not tie back into the Giants affiliate code, which is unfortunate because I bought 2 copies of the game. I've got a Steam copy, and I pre-ordered a version of the collector's edition as well. So I was upset because I couldn't use my own affiliate code when I ordered on Steam. There's a way to get it to work with Steam, but it's not actually a Steam game, and so I don't really push that. Although I do know, if you're a fan of Argsy Gaming, he's actually got a link where you can pre-order a Steam copy of the game, I believe. So if you are looking to buy a Steam copy of the game, you might want to head over and check out Argsy's channel. He's got something set up that will work with Steam, I'm almost positive. But my code only works if you're buying it directly from Giants. Colt, can I start doing the stream at 7 p.m., please? I don't know. Well, it depends on what time zone you're in. But I do the streams at 9 p.m. Eastern time because that is the earliest I can get on the weekdays. Because my little one goes to bed at, well, supposedly at 8 p.m., but it always takes longer than that. So we start the stream right after I get him into bed. Tom, this is the Autumn Oaks map, and this is an edit that Diniz Farms did to it. So you can find a link to Diniz Farms in the description of the live stream. Yeah, Toby, what is a long weekend holiday for farmers exactly? There is not really a long weekend option there for the farmers. Oh, I apologize. I'm getting a ping on my phone here. All right. Apologies. I've been getting these more and more lately, and unfortunately, I got one right here in the stream. I've been waiting for an important call for a week or so here, and I don't expect it to come after hours, but when it starts buzzing like that, I've got to check. Harley Quinn, welcome to the stream, sir. We've got just a little strip here, so this took a lot less time than I was expecting, so we're definitely going to be jumping into some of our next jobs here. We've got to bale up this straw still, which is going to take us a while. How did I get it to tell me the bushels, Luke? This is a mod that I'm using called the Community Extension mod, and that's how we get the bushels here. It's a mod by FundR, and you can find it on the in-game mod, or on the in-game mod hub. You can find a link to it in the description of the tutorial video that I did. So if you just do a search for unit convert community extension, you're gonna find a tutorial video that I did on this mod by FundR Modding, and I put links to all the unit convert. He did 2 mods, unit convert and community extension. I apologize, I keep saying the wrong one. Unit convert also converts to bushels, but it's like the older version of the mod. Community extension is the much better mod, so grab that link. We're a bit tongue-tied today. ArgZ, keep me honest too. I'm pretty sure you've got the Steam code. Pleasant View Farms, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it, sir. Alright, so we're going to take this down to the end of the field here, and we're going to jump in and do a little bit of baling here with all of this straw. We've got a lot of straw to bale up here. That's why you get the older stuff, because it's tougher than the newer stuff. There you go. Toby Neal, for your birthday evening, you decided to watch the Cutter live stream. Well, happy birthday, Toby. Hope you're having a good one. Ryan Lunt, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you, sir. So I'm going to park this combine right here. That went super quick, and we're going to run up here to the shed and grab a tractor to hook up to the gravity wagons here. I think all the tractors are in the shed back here right now. Jump the fence here. Oh, we've got the 7810 right out here. We'll grab that one. This will pull a gravity wagon, no problem. All right, let's see here. We're also gonna have to get something on that auger here. Oh, we've got all kinds of stuff to move around here. Well, let's start off by getting the grain out of the combine and into a gravity wagon, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with it. 147. Well, congratulations, sir. I have got the big 4-0 coming up here in a couple of months, so I'm a little bit apprehensive about that. For some reason, it's just another decade. It's a new number, so we'll see. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna jump in the combine here just so that when this is done, I'm going to put the pipe back in, I think. There we go. And let me just turn off all of the annoying notifications on my phone real quick so I don't have to keep checking on it. There we go. Good deal. All right. So we've got all of this rye harvested, and we've got, how many bushels of rye did we end up with? 218 bushels of rye. So let's pull up the calendar here. It's been just a bit, and I'm curious, when does this sell? It sells in the winter like everything else. All right, so we're gonna store this because we've only got, what crops do we got? We don't have enough of this to store. We've got some soybeans and some corn that I'd much rather keep a hold of. So I think we're just gonna sell this, if I'm being honest. So let's see, where is Autumn Oaks Ag? Is that the main sell point? Yeah, there's only the one sell point, I think, right now. So we're gonna head up there. Oh my goodness, we're having lag. Come back to me, YouTubes. All right, it looks like YouTubes is coming back. So let's go. We're heading up here, and hopefully you guys let me know, but the YouTubes was having some issues, and I'm hoping it's coming back into its own here. Let's see. Yeah, I've been attempting to remember to save a lot more frequently here. Finishing a job is always a good time. I do think it's a problem with one of the mods I'm using, though. I'm not sure if it's the map. And I can't get rid of this annoying... error message from YouTube right now. It's telling me that I have poor stream health, which I don't know what that means, but it's not going away, even though OBS says everything's fine. So I've got a giant yellow warning across my screen, but hopefully it figures itself out here. Seems like I'm always experiencing some kind of a technical difficulty lately. So we're gonna go ahead and make the corner here and get this up to the store. There's only 200 bushels. I mean, we're not gonna make hardly any money here on it, so I'm not too worried about it. That's the wrong menu. Rye is only gonna sell for $5 a bushel. Yeah, a few bucks. I should do a cattle hauling series. I'm not even sure what that would be. You mean like a cattle series? I did cattle on Clark Farms, I think I did cattle on. Am I going to do both beef and dairy cows? At this point in time, I had only planned on doing the dairy cows on this particular save. I know there's a great beef farm, or, you know, there's beef capabilities even on the farm that I'm on. But primarily for this save, I'm focusing on the dairy cows. Snake back here. Get over here to the sell point. Is that gravity bin on the in-game mod hub? No, this is not on the in-game mod hub, but you should be able to find it on Mod Network, I believe. I can't remember where I got this one exactly, but it's one of the common gravity wagons that's floating around. So if you search for FS19 Brent gravity wagon, you're gonna find it. It's all over the place. So we're making a few bucks here, not a lot of money, but a couple dollars. Really, and if you think about it, the point of that field was really to get the straw anyway, so I'm not really paying that much attention to how much money we're making here. And it looks like YouTube is finally recovered here. We had a little bit of a dip there, but it seems like we're back at it. So hopefully that stays this way. Grant, you can't wait for harvest in real life? Yeah, that would be... I'm looking forward to it as well. In fact, I've been talking to some people about how harvest is going to be coming a lot earlier this year, so I might need to try and hit the road a little earlier than I'd anticipated if I want to get out there and take a little bit of a tour with some real-life farms. So we'll see how it goes. We're working on it with the wife to try and come up with the right dates for that. Oh, let's stay in our lane at least. All right, so once we get back up to the farm here, I think we're gonna switch this tractor over to the baler and do some straw baling here. We should be able to store all those up in the hayloft. Now, what I haven't decided yet is how I'm gonna use that straw for TMR if it's all in bales up in the hayloft. It's gonna be kind of a pain to get it over into the mixer. So I might have to think about that. I wonder if I can run the skid loader in that front door and get into where the straw bales are. I'm not sure. So let's get up in here. I guess we can just put this gravity wagon right back in the field because we really don't have a need for it. I was actually kind of expecting just a little bit more crop out of that strip, I guess, than there was. I always forget how small these strips are when you're not doing grass work or silage. When you're actually doing full-on harvest, they're not as big as you're used to when you're covering a field of a similar size. So we'll just whip right in here. We'll park this guy and get right on the baling. Boop. Toby, you're gonna start harvesting pinto beans next week. Nice. And even though we don't have sugar beets, they started early harvest today. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they have a lot of sugar beets in the general Michigan area, or in parts of Michigan, but not that I've seen I haven't seen anybody out harvesting yet. Let me put it that way. Let me see here. How do can I unload this baler? I don't think this baler is going to be happy with me when I attempt to put straw in it, and it's got 98% hay right now. Let's see. Usually you can push Y to force unload a baler, but it doesn't seem to be the case on this one. Either way, we're going to get the auto loader on just in case this works. Let's see if this is going to work. This is not, oh, I didn't have it lowered. 1 second. Lower. All right, let's see. Is this going to work? Oh, it is going to work. Perfect. We might get one hay bale on the trailer here, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get this swung around and clean that headland pass up. Oh, I guess we didn't miss as much as I thought we did. Yeah, we're gonna have that one hay bale in there that we had in the baler. Well. All right, let's get rid of all these menus here, and we'll start running down the rows here with the baler. Oh, can I make the outside turn? Here we go. All right, let's get started here. I'm missing chat while we try to get sorted here. Randy says, pull up the animal screen to confirm, but I don't think you have to feed them TMR on Dennis's edit. So he has a custom feed mixer here. So when I say TMR, I really mean the new feed mix that we have here on the Diniz Farms edit here. He has included an automated feed mixer, so I can put all of those components into what is called TMR, and it comes back out and feeds them TMR. So I'll do it when we get back up to the farm here. I'll show you the feed mix screen because it is very different. It's more similar to a Maize Plus type feed mechanic. So yeah, I could feed them all of the components individually rather than as a mixed feed, but the mixed feed will break back down into the individual components as well. Hey, Faber Farming, good to see you, Julian. Welcome to the stream, brother. Hunter says they're chopping silage by you. Nice. Yeah, I've seen a few people going on silage in the area as well. We've got a big dairy farm not far from us. Oh. I forgot. We've got a hay wagon behind us here. Backing up is not really going to be an option, so let's see if we can take these headlands off. I'm always tempted every time I do any baling with this baler to go in and edit it to have a slightly wider work area to cover my sloppy driving. We were in editing mods today anyway, so almost did it. Oh, well, almost did it. I'm stuck in the trees. I can't see. There we go. Man, I have the best blooper reel when I was getting the combine out to take the screenshot for this episode earlier today, and I didn't have the recording on because I was just jumping in to take a screenshot, but I clipped the tire on the barn and the combine went to space. Like, we just went off the map. We were flipping through the air. It would have been the most epic video ever, but no recording, so internal blooper reel. Farmer Tech 51, good to see you in the chat, sir. Grant, this setup reminds me of your family's old, sorry I can't drive around a curve and read, old baling setup before we got out of livestock. Yeah, it's funny, we had a very, very similar setup to this, not on the farm that I worked, on his daughter and son-in-law's farm, and I would go over there and help them bale during the summer. And so we had a very similar setup to this as well. I think the tractor was just a little bit older. Your 9570 RT had a startup issue. That's always unfortunate. One of the farms that I'm hoping to visit here in the fall, I got a bunch of pictures yesterday. They were replacing the engine in one of their 9000 series RTs. I forget exactly what model number it was, but I want to say it was 9560 maybe? I can't recall, but they had it all tore apart and they were putting a brand new engine in it, which was pretty cool looking, just to see a tractor completely tore apart and getting put back together like that. So lots of fun. And I saw on the Facebooks today that Meridian is an official partner with Giants for Farm Sim 22, and they were showing off some of the equipment that they're going to have in game, including bins and some of their sub-brand augers and such. So really exciting to see, you know, bins and augers and stuff coming to the game. They haven't said yet, but I'm really hoping that when Giants implements bins in base game that need to be filled with an auger, that they work like the GTX modded ones where they don't just go into a global inventory, that they're going to go into, you know, that bin only holds one crop at a time. I really hope they pull that off. Oh wow, we're just throwing bales out here. All right, turn off the baler and let's go get a new trailer. My goodness. The problem with the baler is that they go inside of the stack, and so there's probably a half dozen bales here inside of it somewhere. So I'm going to try and shake them loose here a little bit, do a little bit of serpentine and see if anything falls out. We did that when we were doing the hay as well. So I'm going to leave this right up here on the hill so that hopefully it doesn't roll away. Oh, the little icons are backwards here. And we're going to go grab the other bale trailer real quick here. It looks like the baler's still running, or the bale is just stuck in there or something. They're like shaking around like crazy. I'm sure that's great for my frame rate. Farm sim physics for you. All right, let's see here. Turn off that. I want to make sure we're on small squares. Auto loader, turn on. And off we go. And we're just going to start out right here where we left off. And hopefully the bale trailer will pick up these ones that we were missing as we drive by here. We might have to swing a little bit wider so that I don't drive over them all here now that I'm thinking about it. So maybe what we'll do is swing out here and pick these up, and then we'll circle back and hit this bit that we missed on the way back. But we are picking up all these bales that we missed out on, so that's good at least. And we'll just pick up this row right here. I see a bale out there in the grass that went flying for some reason, so I'll have to pick that one up as well. And I keep seeing my YouTube connection drop out completely here, so if it starts lagging out real bad or anything like that, please let me know. Kylan, you should play with the squad. I would love to play with the squad and those guys. I've not actually had a chance to meet any of them. I mean, I guess Clutch plays with them sometimes. I think they've got a pretty tight-knit group. Not necessarily looking for new members, but if anyone knows the squad and wants to make introductions, I would be more than happy to play with him and his crew. I love watching his videos, especially the farming videos. I like the farming videos on his Farm Sim channel and his real life channel. All right, so we're going to, what are we going to do? We got a bale out there to pick up. So what I'm going to do is, oops, try and take this row here. Oh my goodness, we're failing epically at this. All right, we're going to pick up this row and then we'll circle back around and pick up that bale that we dropped out there while we also pick up some of these straggling bits since we're obviously missing quite a bit of straw back there. We've got a few rows here where I did such an awesome job driving that we get to do it again. Kyle and I should start farming. That was my retirement plan, was to make enough money doing the software engineering stuff to retire early and start farming, but it's probably not going to happen. Welker Farms has a great restoration series. He does. I love his... it's funny, I actually started watching Welker Farms not for the farming, but because he had some really awesome videos when they were rebuilding, was it that Big Bud sprayer that they put together? That thing was really cool. And they did a lot of really awesome videos of putting that thing together. And so I started watching them, I think sometime around then, and then got into some of their farming and other videos. So that's how I got into Welker Farms. They're just some cool guys, smart guys, a lot of stuff going on. The Big Brute, there you go. I knew somebody with a better memory than me would remember what that is. John Deere Farms, a formal pickle is funny. He is a funny guy sometimes. A little bit, like his daily content is a little bit too much for me to handle on a regular basis. But he's a cool guy. I liked seeing him on the Farm Sim show, which I'm a few behind on. I missed the last couple of Farm Sim shows with Clutch and DJ. I really enjoy watching them. They keep it real. Alright, so I'm going to swing around here and attempt to pick up some of this straw. And then we're going to get that last bale and call it good. See, this is why I say attempt. My faith in myself is very low tonight. Boom, there we are. Alright, one last bale right here. And I can't do it. There's a whole strip back here. The question is, okay, so I'm going to drive all the way back here, folks. And because I see a strip, but this is what, 4%? This isn't even going to be enough to finish my small bale, is it? Oh, it's more than I thought. I just want to finish the bale. I want to get this bale out of here, and I'm at 88%. And so there's got to be enough little tidbits. There it is, right there. We got a bale out. Good to go. Let's get this back up to the farm. That's a good one, John Deere Farms. I think Argsy needs to get on the Farm Sim show next. I'm going to ping Clutch, see if we can make this happen. Not that I have any pull with Clutch, but I do actually know how to get a hold of him. Kylan, I should play on the Welker map. Welker map's on my short list. I think I need to make this happen before we get into Farm Sim 22. I'm gonna look into seeing what we can do to do Welker Farms here. I was actually talking with my staff team about that here last week, that was on the list of maps that I want to check out before Farm Sim 22. Alright, we're going to... I wish I didn't have these bales stuck in here. I wonder if they're just loose bales that are stuck. What happens if I drive by an auto-load trailer with these loose bales in here? Well, I guess the auto-load trailer... Oh, yeah, it is in auto-load mode. Look at that. Problem solving at its finest. Kylan, I have played 4 different series on the Millennial Farmer map, and while it is probably my favorite map, I can't see myself going back for another full series on that map anytime before Farm Sim 22 comes out. I might go back for like a final episode. In fact, that would be a perfect ending to Farm Sim 19 for me. Would be to go back and do one last big live stream. Maybe we'll do a community live stream, multiplayer stream on the Millennial Farmer map. Get as a full 16-player server, and we'll go at it. We'll try to harvest the whole map. We'll make it a harvest the whole map live stream for the final stream of Farm Sim 19. That's the plan. Now I just need to remember that that's the plan when it comes time, but that's the plan. We'll try and make that happen. That'll be fun. All right, we're gonna bring these back up to the barn here with the pickup. And Northwest Mods and Edits put an update out about this pickup on his Facebook page today. And so he's got the suspension working, and I think he said that the dirt and wear masks are somewhere around 70% done. He's learning how to do all of that from scratch right now, and so he's been working on it. So I'm excited to hear that it's getting close. So I'm gonna put the marker position out here, and then unload all these bales. And much like last time, I should have raised that up just a bit, because when they sink into the ground, they fall out of the trigger. So we'll just lift these up real quick. Kind of a wonky experience. This is one of the issues that Diniz Farms has resolved with the map, I'm almost positive, and this is just because I'm using an outdated, broken version. It's one of the reasons why we're kind of just trying to get through to winter, so I can update this map in the winter time when there's less work I'm going to have to do manually for that. But in the meantime, all these issues are easy to work around. I just don't want anybody thinking that this is a representation of the final version of the map that Diniz Farms released. He's definitely resolved a lot of these issues. Oh, goodness. So your nephew stood next to Beastbine today at the Farm Progress Show. Nice. Yeah, I know the Welkers were going to the Farm Progress Show, or they sent one of their combines there, right? So that's awesome. I would love to get to go to something like that. Just wasn't in the cards for me this year. Has anyone seen some of Mike Mitchell's videos? I have, and man, does that guy cover some land. I think Robin's trying to keep up with Mike Mitchell when it comes to how many acres he's farming in Farm Sim. We need an FS22 party. Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing a lot of FS22 events when it comes out. I don't know what yet, but I've already got space for servers lined up. The funds set aside to stand up some new servers for FS22 and all kinds of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it. We pulled way past our barn here, so let's see if we can still back up a hay trailer. Oh, goodness. Well, we didn't completely embarrass ourselves. That's better than I back up a trailer most of the time. Let's do this, though. We need to turn auto load off. Auto loader marker position B. And then can I move it up with the J key? I can. And then we're going to unload. Nope, that didn't help us any. Ah, well, worth a try. We'll just pick these up real quick. No big deal. Scorpion's Edge, how you doing, sir? It's good to see you, man. We are doing good here. We just harvested some rye, and then we baled all the straw. We stored all the straw. Man, we're cranking on the jobs today. I think we might actually need to move the clock forward. Oh no, we're going to buy some cows. That's what we're doing next. We're going to go buy some more cows. Kylan, you live in Arkansas in a small town, and you have Delta Farms where they farm 16,000 acres. Nice. All right, let's get going here. Come on, trailer. Oh, that's right. Usually I leave this one connected to the baler. So let me see if I can put this tongue out here where I'll be able to connect to it. There we go. So now we're going to take this pickup right back up into the yard here, and we're going to get the cattle trailer hooked up to it, and we're going to go see if we can buy some cows. Because we need a few more. Let me see. X to lower the tailgate. And I can't remember if there's a button or if this just goes up. There we go. Let's close that door. Hey, I wanted to close the door. Oops. Yeah, I forget this door's got a delay. My bad. Alright, let's see here. Don't forget to put the combine and the header away. Yep, we've got to get that back in the shed here at some point too. We got to look at what's coming up next to harvest and stuff too. All right. I tried to put my tailgate up and accidentally opened the cattle trailer here. Perfect. All right, now I haven't actually used this thing yet, so we're going to load this thing up and figure out the animal dealer's right up there where all the other stuff is. Perfect. All right. Charles, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see ya. We're going to run this right on up to the animal dealer. Zoom out a bit here. Grant, you love the truck choice. Yeah, this is an awesome one. How do you get the HUD to hide? I have a mod installed called HUD Toggle, and once I install that mod, all I have to do is push Alt-1, and then my HUD goes on and off. Ronator, what are you doing using the lizard trailer on Diniz Farms website? He has a Wilson Ranch. I haven't done a whole lot of that. We use a lot of the Mod Hub mods when possible to help out the console viewers. This thing's actually pretty well put together. I like this thing. It doesn't lag, and it works pretty well. Although I've got a couple of nice cattle trailers that I had installed on one of my other saves that I keep meaning to bring over. But Diniz Farms has a lot of great mods on his website that you should definitely check out. I'm using most of his tractors and stuff there. Oh, I hope that the animal screens get better in the future versions where I don't have to go through every animal in the world when I come up here. So we're going to go ahead and load this trailer up. I'm trying to remember how many slots this trailer has. Apparently 8. So we're going to buy 8 more cows and get these right up to the farm. Logging. Somebody's talking about logging. I don't know about doing logging. I did some logging in FS17. I haven't done any in 19. Although I did buy that logging DLC, so I might have to try it out, but I'm not doing a logging series, that's for sure. That's for sure. Something's making noise here. I don't know what. John Deere Farms, do I listen to Jason Eldian? I do not. I don't listen to music much anymore. I'm assuming that's a music artist. Whenever I do have free time to listen to something, I'm listening to audiobooks at this point. Either fiction for enjoyment or, I hate to say, you know, like self-help books, but like business books and, you know, how to better manage your time and, you know, different things like that to, you know, help with improving yourself type books. Something that's teaching me something where I'm learning something. I don't have a lot of free time, so I like to use it to improve myself in some way when I do. That was the best turn ever, in case anybody was curious. I think we're going to toss these out in the pasture with the rest of the cows, so I'm trying to think about where we're going to go. I'm pretty sure that this side is the entrance that works. There's 2 gates on this pasture, and at least in this version, only one of them allows you to put cows into them. So we're going to drop all of these guys off right here. Gals, I should say, probably. There we go. All right, let's toss them in here. Boom, just like that. All right, let's bring up the menu here for a second and look at these cows. Let me read the chat. Have I thought about doing a series on Oklahoma? I did do a short series on Oklahoma. We played for a full year on the Oklahoma map. So, checked that box for sure, sir. Logging series on Alpine maps with only electric equipment would be fun, Stranded Canson. I'm almost accepting that as a challenge. The electric tractor series is coming back here at some point. So I'm looking at these cows, a lot of half years. Oh, there's a 0.4 years. So we're gonna have cows here soon, or calves here soon, I should say. So we're gonna add, I think we're just gonna keep adding cows every, not every episode. Well, maybe we'll add 8 more cows every stream until we get over 100. Maybe that's what we'll do. So we're not gonna add any more tonight. I think we're gonna do just the one load here. And let's get this into the shed again. And I love the nav mesh in this field, that the cows will walk around, and that, you know, we've got one over here, you know, we've got a few more over there, and that they just kind of move around in the pasture. I do like that a lot. Farmer Tech, thanks for coming by. Have a good one, sir. Ryan Orange, you're in a tornado warning. Well, stay safe, sir. Nagi, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. I'm running behind on chat as usual, so I'm only 2 minutes behind on your message, sir. Let's see here. Oh, we left that other trailer in the way. Okay, I'm probably not going to be able to pull through that, so maybe I can do a better job of backing in, because backing up has always been my strong suit. Let's give it a shot. Don't. Oh, that was close. That was close, folks. Don't want to be crashing into the shed. Alright, we've already messed this up. Let's take another pass. Here we go. Small movements. Let's get our camera in a better position. Nope. Nope. This might take all night. We might just be better off moving the other trailer. We did so good we backed up that hay trailer without any problems. But this one, not so much. It's interesting, there's no hitbox on the fenders, at least. Alright, here it goes. We're gonna get it this time, I can feel it. There, we'll get past the trailer now, at least. If I could just straighten out my truck. The goal is just not to hit the other trailer. I'm not hitting anything. Come on. Alright, we've hit everything. We're on the wrong angle. Now we're gonna do it farm sim style. X. Drop the trailer. Come on. Get off. There. We're done. All right. That was rough. I'll get your Swift application ready, Ketter. Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, goodness. We got to get the steering wheel fixed and back in here. That's what we need to do. It's always better with the steering wheel. Ping pong parking. It's bumper cars, man. First try. We didn't have to call for help or anything. Alright, so we've got a couple of jobs left to do here. Let's open up the menu here. So we've now got 3 fields that have been harvested, and if I'm not mistaken, we're still a little early for planting those winter crops. So we wanted to put some winter wheat in for next season here, and we're still just a partial season ahead of that, so we're not going to be doing that. But we're going to go check on our other field here. So none of these fields are ready because we've got corn and corn silage in those fields. And so we've got oats and soybeans up here, which are also not ready to harvest. So it looks like we're back to mowing down some alfalfa. And so we haven't technically cut alfalfa yet on this map. And so we're gonna go ahead and grab our mower here and head out to that back field and get the alfalfa cut. Now, before I do this, because I didn't pay attention last time, what's our weather like? All right, no rain for the next couple of days, so we should be good. Let's get on out there and cut this alfalfa. Let's see here. Trying to find the best way to get out there. Keeping track of chat here has also been a bit of a struggle tonight. I do apologize. There's a lot going on here in the game for me. Scorpion Head, yeah, you're in Texas, so you get them a few times during the spring. Yeah, it's funny, we haven't historically, in my part of Michigan at least, gotten a lot of tornadoes, but this year we've seen quite a few. So I've been surprised at how we've seen so many more than usual in our area lately. John Deere Farms, you're tired, see you soon. Have a good one, sir. Kylan, have a good one. Good luck with school. All right, so we've got this field. It needs to be cut. We're going to, push a whole bunch of buttons until we find the right one. We're gonna leverage some course play here to help me out, maybe. Maybe not. I thought I had this set up to be a loaded course, but apparently I did not. So we're going to just load this up because I can. Course generation. Currently loaded course. 4 headland passes. We're going to take this down to 4% and generate. Sorry, no. Let's try that again. Come on, you can do it. I know you don't want to do it, but you can. Come on. Come on, Courseplay. Courseplay didn't like that. I should have saved before trying to generate a abnormal course with Courseplay. It's always something here. Just started playing this map yourself, Justin. You need to get back to my video to refresh yourself on all the different functions it has. Yeah, and honestly, Diniz Farms did a great set of tutorials on this map. There we go. Courseplay couldn't generate a course. Okay, well, you know what? Courseplay, you have reminded me that I need to save the game before I do anything crazy. We've had a good run tonight. I don't want to ruin it. Okay, let's try this one more time. Grass field boundary is loaded. Generate course. Using this. 2 course plays. Maybe if we set this to manually do this. Oh, I didn't mean to go down to 2 headland passes. You can do it. It's always so frustrating when Courseplay wants to behave, but it just can't figure it out. I mean, I know this is a weirdly shaped field, but I really wanted to get some help with this thing. Because I was planning on coming in behind here with some other equipment. Alright, I guess we're going to do it with GPS, folks, because this just isn't working. So As soon as this comes back, GPS it is. Farmer Bradley, how do you set up course play to do fields or grass meadows that aren't numbered on the map? So you have to record a field, record the outline of the field. Ooh, it did generate. Nice. So all I did was go around the outside of the field and record a normal transfer type course. And then once you have that, you can just load it up and use that as your course play course. Okay, I don't know what this guy's doing though. So let's turn him around here, help him out just a smidge. Okay, something's not working here, so we're gonna take over and attempt to get going here, and then turn him on. Nope. Are we on the course or not is the only question I have right now. We are. Look at that. You go, guy. All right, perfect. This is going to make our lives a little bit easier here. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight. So let's see here. I think I've lost the chat while I was doing all that. What did the Courseplay have in his coffee? Exactly, Brian. He's got the good stuff here. And apparently I planted way out of bounds of where my course boundary is, so we've got an extra strip around the outside here we might have to come back and clean up here. That's the fun sometimes with making your own fields. I was hoping when I made this field, though, that Courseplay was going to scan for fields when I started up the game and turn this into its own field boundary. But that didn't seem to work out for me today, so we'll have to figure that out. I don't feel like hitting the scan fields button right now and monkeying with it anymore. So we'll have to dig into that here off camera and figure out what's going on in this field. Because we're missing quite a bit on the edge there, but I think that's just from the implement that I used when I did it. I might have plowed the fields a little bit wider than the Courseplay course. Either way, if it's planted header, you can manually scan it. I know, that's, it looked like normally you can just come into the menu here and scan field. Let me get a different field, or let me let this guy go. Let me bring out something else and scan it with that. Like this guy here. I'll need some kind of an implement to drag with me. Let's just bring this thing here. Just because otherwise I don't get the mode. But if we come into Courseplay, where's my, like I haven't scanned a field in forever. Where's the field scanning option? Is it calculate current field's edge path? Like, it's been so long. I turned on automatic scanning back on day one with Courseplay and haven't looked back, and I've never had to worry about it, so. Alex, how many acres is that field I'm cutting hay? That's a great question. I'm not sure. So, yeah, we're going to go in here and we'll try and scan it here and see what happens. But yeah, Alex, I actually don't know because it was a created field. I suppose I could use the field info screen to sort that out. I turn off the additional field info thing a lot of times. So if I do this, and then, so I don't want to, I need to look at the map. I don't remember how many fields are on this map. 40? I think there's 40 fields. Oh my goodness, I'm in your way, really. You had to come right now. So then if I do this, I should be able to just add this to 41, right? Because there is no 41. Boom. And then if we come into course generation, I've got field 41 user now. I'm kind of curious just to see what a course would look like now. There you go. Easy peasy. So let's go ahead and save the game now that we've done that, so that we don't have to do that again in the future. Like I said, it's some of these things that, you know, you do it once, you know, for a tutorial video 2 years ago, and then you've never used it again. So there you go. That is how you add a field into your scanned course. Refresher course 101. Appreciate you guys. Oh, goodness. Ethan, hello and good night. It's been a long day inspecting work sites and supervising contractors. I can appreciate that. Have a good evening, sir. Oh my goodness. All right, where are we at here? So we're gonna put this back up in the yard because we don't really have a need for it right now. We've gotten our testing done. If I copy my course play files from that save to a new version, you can rework the field using the same outline. Oh, nice. GGTV, welcome to the stream, man. Farmer Bradley, have I ever thought about downloading the advanced settings? It has autosaves, so every time you open the mouth, I assume you mean menu, it will automatically save. The game has that, so as soon as I open the menu, it saves every 5 minutes. I do have the advanced settings thing on as well, but it doesn't autosave. But what it does do is every time you open the game, you can have it save, or you can have it automatically load your last saved game. This is a terrible setting for a content creator, though, because I'm constantly bouncing back and forth between multiple save games. So I don't use that particular setting. But the base game options gives me the option to save, but its lowest frequency, I believe, is 5 minutes. Let's put this guy. So the next thing this tractor is going to do is rake up that alfalfa once it's done. However, we've got a special treat tonight, folks. So we did the tillage on that one field over there, if I'm not mistaken, the alfalfa field. And from that, we kicked up some rocks. And so Perma's Modding has been working on some improvements to this handy dandy rock picker here. And so we're gonna be able to go pick up these rocks and show off some new features that are coming to the Rocky Fields mod and this rock picker. And so I have been asked very nicely by both Thundar and Perma's Modding to put a whole bunch of asterisks and disclaimers and everything around this as a work in progress. This is not necessarily the final product. It's still very, very much in testing. I just happen to be one of the testers involved, and even though they're not a big fan of it, I do all of my testing live in videos. So we're going to show you guys some of the improvements here. So the first improvement with the rock picker is that it's been adjusted so that you can still kind of sort of lift it up, but it's getting better. I was having some issues where it was like really having a hard time getting it down to the ground, and so that's been made a little bit better. We have a jack now, so when you disconnect it, you get a little jack that jacks the rock picker up so that you can get it on and off of your tractor, which is awesome. The animation still needs just a smidgen of work. And then if we bring open the Rocky Fields options here, we've got containers unlocked here. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Is it right control L? No, right shift L. Oh, I'm not getting the option here. Maybe it's not counting as a bucket anymore. I might have already broke it. I've already broken it. My bad. Well, I can't show off the new Rocky Fields feature because I forgot to install the appropriate version of the mod. So, we'll get back to you on that one. But the rock picker itself is working a mite better here. And so we're going to just pick up these few rocks that we've got out here as long as I'm thinking of it. Whoops, it fell through my tines. Just got to get a good scoop on it, and you got to remember which way is up and down. I keep raising the rock picker up instead of lowering it when I need to scoop my rocks. My controls on my mouse, I'm used to slightly different controls. All right, rock. And the other piece of advice I have for anybody who's watching me right now is don't do what I'm doing. Don't try to pick a rock going downhill. It doesn't work out too well. We're going to circle around and pick that rock up going uphill. I could also, like, for the sake of easement, you know, these smaller rocks are the ones that don't pick up very well with the rock picker. And so it's easier sometimes to just get out and chuck the small ones into the rock picker by hand. But what's the point of having a rock picker if you can't pick up rocks? And so, oh, it keeps falling through the tines. See, this is why you test things. Permaz and I are going to have to, or I'm going to have to talk to Permaz Modding and get that tweaked a little bit, because the rock shouldn't fall through the tines. Once you get them on the tines, it should pick that rock up. Let me see if it happens again here. So that's on there pretty good, but it looks like it's trying to fall through the tines. See? So, there you go. Work in progress. More testing to be done. We weren't having that problem the last time, so we'll just toss it in here and move on. And this is one of the reasons why we don't just release mods. I mean, it looks good, but we've got a few kinks to work out here, so once we're done testing and fixing little things like that, we will have to get this out to everybody. But I think we're probably still a couple of weeks away based on talking to Permaz. I think he's had a lot going on. I know he recently started a new job as well, so hopefully we're able to get together here soon and get some of these issues passed off to him. But in the meantime, for the purposes of tonight and the fact that we've only got like 4 rocks to pick up, we can just hop out and do it by hand. Goodness. Northern, am I going to bring back any old series? I'm not sure. Like, I tend to, once I move on, sometimes I go back, but sometimes I just kind of move on and keep going. So, I don't know yet, but we're going to have to play it by ear here. I've got 2 more new series that I want to run for sure before Farm Sim 22 comes out. And so once I'm done with those, we might go back and do, we were talking about it earlier in the stream, we might go back and do a live stream on, like, Millennial Farmer will probably be the last stream that I do. We'll do a multiplayer live stream on that map. But then also, we might just go back and revisit some of our best maps or the different series that we've done over the, what has it been, 3 years that we've been doing Farm Sim 19 videos now. So that'll be fun. Samuel, where did I get this rock picker? So this is something that Permaz Modding has been working on for me. It's a model that I purchased online, and then he's been doing all the work to get it in game and fix it up in Blender and do all the things. The modder who put together the mod is actually a member of the Farm Sim community, and so he actually saw that I did a video on it and commented. So he was happy to see that one of his models has made it as an official in-game mod. And so there's a handful of people right now that have access to this. We're doing some testing on it, and as you can see from tonight's video, there's still just a couple of issues we need to work out, like the fact that it won't dump right now is another issue we'll have to work out. So little things like that. We've got a few things left to patch up with this thing, so stay tuned, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Hey Kedrick, how's it going? Little late, teaching little bro to play football. Well, that's always fun. I had a younger sister, and so I definitely appreciate the spending time with a sibling and teaching them how to do something new. So let's get some of this equipment back up on the farm out of the way. We've got to get this combine back up out of the way, and then we'll go check in on how our mower's doing here on the alfalfa. Here we go. Alan, you wonder how rock picking will work in FS22? Feels like cultivating from what you can see. Yeah, so it's a much more, I'll say it looks like they implemented the rocks similar to how they implemented weeds, where they kind of pop up in different places when you're, I assume going over it with a cultivator. But it's not like a rock that you can pick up and move around. And I kind of understand why they would do it that way. But I think there's still a lot of opportunities for what Thundar has done here with the Rocky Fields mod and bringing that to FS22. When I talked to him about it, I think he was encouraged as well. It's great to see that Giants is thinking about these things and putting them into the game. And, this would be something that maybe you can hook into that system. And instead of just spawning that little static rock pile, you can spawn a dynamic rock object like this or something like that. There's a lot of options. And so I think he's, looking at it as an opportunity for something to, expand upon. And who knows, I know Thundar's a busy guy, and most of the modding that he does is helping other people out with ideas that they've had and don't know how to implement. And so he's been a really cool modder and a benefit to the whole community. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does with FS22. I know he's mentioned trying to get his stuff onto the mod hub again at some point, so that would be pretty epic to see him kind of make a return to putting things on the in-game mod hub. But for now, we're going to put this harvester back in the corner here. See if I can do this at least without a bazillion tries or running over anything or putting my auger through the side of the barn. There we go. And boom, there we go. All right, let's jump out here. I want to see how our alfalfa is doing. This mower goes pretty fast when you take your eyes off of it for a minute, so I'm really encouraged. Oh yeah, we're already knocking out the field here. So let me use this opportunity for a minute, grab a drink, and catch up on chat. Let's go in cab even. Ah, goodness. Where was I here? I'm way behind on chat. Christian Williamson, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. Heather, do I watch Marky the Farmer? I think I've seen a few of his episodes. He was somewhat active in the Discord community for a little while, so I have seen a few of Marky's videos. Bring back Flint Hills, Jonathan. I love the Flint Hills map. That was a lot of fun. I did have a ton of fun on Flint Hills. Oklahoma map has a bunch of really cool sheds. It does have a few sheds on there that are pretty cool. Isaac, what is my favorite mod? That would have to be the 8RX. I love the 8RX. Kedrick, you've been messing with the seed totes to work the way you want and to work with realistic seeder. It's been a lot of fun. Awesome. Like, I've seen the tote mod coming out and the what do you call it? The unload trailer for it, the seed tender. There we go. Man, my brain is now working tonight. And that looked like a lot of fun. Getting it to work with the realistic seeder mod, that's the one where you can only have one type of seed in the seeder at a time. And then when you unload it, you've got specific types of seeds, if I'm not mistaken. That's a mod I need to be using on my series. I keep talking about it, and we need to make that happen here soon, for sure. I'm like leaning off camera like I'm afraid of it. So yeah, that's a good one. Keep us posted there, Christian. I would love to see how that goes. Scorpion's Edge, you think you're going to do No Man's Land for your final map. That's a good one. That's a map I haven't played either. That would be a good one. Farmer Bradley, before the end of the stream, can you give a shed tour and where you can get this map? So the map is available from Diniz Farms. The links for Diniz Farms, D-I-N-I-Z, are in the description of the video. And so you can find a link to his social media and I think a direct link to the Mod Network site for his map there. And then as far as the mods that I'm using, I did a map tour in the first live stream in the series, and I went through all the equipment on the farm in the first episode of the series. So if you look on my channel, there should be a playlist for Autumn Oaks, and you can check all of those out there. So where am I at? I'm still jumping through the chat here. Noah's saying everything that I just said. Great. I should have read chat first. Henrik, I should play Icarus. I'm not sure I've seen that one yet. I'll have to check that out. Bryson, good to see you, man. First gen farmer. It looks a lot like the Millennial Farmer rock picker. It does. He's also got a Diegelman, I think that's how you pronounce it, Diegelman rock picker. If I run back out here, though, there's one big difference between the one that he has and this one. So this one's older than his. Where did I leave that thing? There it is. And so for the one that we've got that we're putting together here, and this is just because it's the model that I could find online because 3D modeling is not me. This just has a scoop here, like a bucket, and the tines that scoop it up and throw it back. The one that he has like a reel on the front that will, you know, kind of run around in a circle like a soybean header and pull the rocks in and kind of like fling them into the bucket. So that's the big difference between the two. What we're working on is when this is folded down, having the Rocky Fields mod try to auto-load the rock right onto the tines instead of into the bucket so that you still have to scoop them up and throw them into the bucket. Because I kind of like that mechanic. I liked having the feel that I was really doing the rock picking. I just don't like having to deal with farm sim physics and try to actually pick up the rock. So, yeah. Farmer Bradley, you don't need Facebook to get his stuff. The links just point you to his page, but he does have all of his stuff available without having to join his Facebook group or anything crazy like that. So, all you got to do is follow the links and you can get to what you need. Now, what is going on here? We are running and not mowing anything right now. Why is our header up? Horseplay, what are you doing? Where's my... I want to see my course real quick here. Yeah, we just somehow put the header up and we're not... Whoa, I've been alt-tabbed. We're not doing anything, Courseplay. You've gotten yourself very, very confused. So we're going to turn off all these annoying lines. You're being stopped. You've been fired, Courseplay. Let's see if we can fix this. You were working so well. Let's save before we try to fix anything. Z1 Gaming plays Icarus. I'll have to check it out. I do actually watch Z1 Gaming. I don't watch all of his stuff. But he's done some cool things. Alright, now you're gonna work. What happens if I tell you to drive now? Now you're gonna work. Okay. Just trying to mess with me. Degelman? Diegelman. Delgelman? Shorty and Longy. Toby, I don't remember. I'm gonna need to go look it up now. Okay, so I need to go back now. Hang on. And pick up all the spots that I missed, or it's gonna drive me nuts. So, Mr. Mower, I appreciate all your hard work, but I don't appreciate all the wonkiness in my field here. Let me get rid of this Courseplay window for just a second, and we'll run this bit up manually. find the GPS at least. When I say manually, I mean more or less manually. It was like half cutting it because the header was up, but the alfalfa's so tall that it was getting a little bit at least. The first one I said it so long ago. Dagelman. Spin, spin, spin. Here we go. We're almost going to have this fixed now. Oh, I don't want to be on that course. I want to be on this course. Oh, wait. GPS, you've tricked me again. Try that. Yes. Search Mod Network on Safari and then search for Automokes on the website. Christian, you want to make it so it's branded based on the seed type with labels for each, and the totes have a problem not reselling. Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah, keep us posted. And if you're on the Discord server, definitely post over there. When you get screenshots or get something working, would love to follow along. But yeah, I know that Diniz Farms has the website now too for downloading all of his mods. I just don't remember what it is. It's like TysonDiniz.me or something like that. So that is going to be the easier way to download the map now that he's got it there, because I know he was having lots of problems with Mod Network. All right, well, there we go. Trying to multitask too much here. Relearn the English language, remember what the heck a short E is, and drive straight. It's just tough. It's tough. And to think, I'm teaching a teenager how to drive. That's what should scare all of you. Good times, good times. All right, so we're gonna get this alfalfa cut here, hopefully without any problems. It's having a hard time lining itself up right now. There you go. Horseplay doesn't like how quick this thing turns even more than I do, so. No, so yeah, Toby, it was supposed to be 4 headland passes, and then for whatever reason, I dialed it down to 2 when we were having problems generating the course, and I forgot to put it back up to 4. So we're on 2 headland courses again, which is funny because I think we talk about this most streams that I cut grass, and I specifically set it to 4 when we started because I knew we wanted 4 headland passes. And now Horseplay is just on the struggle bus right now. We might just have to take over. We're going to take over. We're on the straight rows now anyway. We don't really need Horseplay to tell us how to drive straight. We have GPS for that. So we're gonna make the switch. So GPS align. There we go. It's all in our hands now. Scorpion's Edge, glad you don't drive in Michigan. Exactly. Although he's far from the worst driver in Michigan, trust me. Awesome, Christian. Yeah, and feel free to DM me on that one too. If you run into any problems on the XML or the scripting side of things and you need some help, there's a lot of really good people on the Discord server that could help out with that. And we got lots of modders and stuff on there. I know Perma's Modding has done a bunch of stuff with totes and things for the manure system and whatnot. So he's one of the staff team and really active on the Discord server. And we've also got guys like Robin and others who have done a lot of edits and things to mods, and myself, that can help out. So if you get into a bind and you can't figure out how to do something, hop on the Discord server and ask, because we got a lot of great people there. Ryan, your tornado warning's finally done. That's good news. Landon, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Oh, man. We've been all over the place this stream. It's been a blast. Hayden, what's my favorite map? That's always a hard question for me to answer. I'd say that my favorite personal map has been the Millennial Farmer map for a lot of different reasons, mostly because I've spent a lot of time in that area of Minnesota in real life. But if you're looking for a great map to play, I like a lot of the US-style 4X maps. If you're on PC, I would definitely recommend checking out maps like Flint Hills, Midwest Horizons, Medicine Creek. I mean, those are some of the classics. There's a lot of other great maps out there as well. You know, CCS put out a whole bunch of really good maps that I've loved playing on. And we run some of those on the Discord or on the multiplayer servers from time to time. And then MRG has just a ton of great standard size maps. If you're looking for something a little bit smaller but still feels big and has a lot going on, definitely check out MRG's maps. And then obviously Autumn Oaks here has been a blast if you love animals. And yeah, Permas is the one that did the sprayer trailer with the Roundup and fertilizer totes. Absolutely. We're gonna cut through the middle here just because I couldn't see all the way down to the end to figure out where the row was for the grass that we've got down there. I think what we're gonna do is actually finish up this back section, and then we'll go finish mowing in the front. I'm gonna take this little corner bits off though. Well, we're gonna go all the way around. It's bugging me that Courseplay missed so much of this corner. So we're gonna grab it since we're here. Will the map that I'm on tonight be released on PS4? It will not. There's been so much customization done to this map that would not translate to consoles that I don't think this is ever going to make it over onto console. Alan, welcome to the stream. I gotta move my camera back over here to where the chat is because I tend to watch chat a lot more than my screen, and so I'm always looking off camera here, I feel like. Joe, you're gonna have to get with me on the Minnesota Farmers map. You're having an issue with the silo system not continuing to run when you transfer the wet to dry bin. Interesting. It's been a while since I've been on that map, but I haven't had any issues transferring from wet to dry. Although I want to say there was a change at some point with Farm Sim where you have to stay in the vehicle now when a auger or conveyor is running, something like that. I can't recall. But I'll have to look at it. I'll have to try it out because I haven't been on that map in a long while. Yeah, it transfers as long as you're in the shed, and then as soon as you get out, it stops moving. I want to say that that's the... I think that happened in one of the Giants' patches, I want to say. I can't recall for sure, though, because it definitely didn't used to work like that. But I'll have to load up the map and see if I have the same issue, because when I played it originally, I didn't have any of those problems. So either something changed in one of the updates that he did to the map, or something changed with one of the patches that Giants did. Toby, when's Perma gonna release that trailer? He should make a 2,4D to usable. You could use Roundup for beans and yeah. I don't know when that's getting released. Honestly, for some reason I thought it had already been released, but I guess not. I guess I do tend to get all of Perma's early mod releases, and actually I've got a whole nother set of his, a different set of mods that he's been working on sitting in my mod folder that he's waiting on me to do a video on and check those out, and I haven't had a chance yet. So I need to get on that here. That was supposed to go out last weekend, but life has been keeping me busy. So I'll definitely reach out to him and ask for an update on the realistic seed trailer, or not seed trailer, the realistic spray trailer there. Because that mixing the chemical products and stuff like that was really cool. I just had a couple of things that I recommended he look into to try and quality of life type improvements. Because at the time that I tested it, the only way to put water in was to buy totes of water. And so I was buying like 30 totes of water to fill it up. And I was like, there's got to be a better way to do this. So, Henrik, have a good evening, sir. Alex, you got the same problem. I'll have to look into that because I don't remember that being a problem back in the day. But something in my memory is telling me that that's something that changed with FarmSim at some point. Or maybe with that silo system at some point. So we've got not that much left here. Just a little corner piece and like 3 more passes here. Apologies, I got a cough here. Ah, that's much better. You'd think after, I don't know, I've been live streaming now for, probably a solid 6 months I've been doing regular live streams. You'd think I'd get used to talking for 2 hours straight, but for some reason it just never gets easier. Alright, let's see here. See if I can get back on my track. We're having some problems for some reason. We're almost out of water, folks, too. That's how I know I'm getting close to the 2-hour mark, is the water bottle runs dry. I tend to drink a liter of water over the course of 2 hours. Do I know of any good Kenworth W900 mods, Alex? Oh man, I don't remember exactly which Kenworth it is, but Custom Modding has a Kenworth that they released, and that was a pretty well put together mod that I used, especially early on in a bunch of my series. So I can't remember exactly which Kenworth it is, but you should check that out. It's a decent truck. All right, let's see here. See if I can find the edge here to straighten things out. That was it. All right, and see if we can do it again. Perfect. All right, you know what? We should probably have just gone around this again and got some more headlands. Ask a guy that only drives Pete's, exactly. I'm a Peterbilt guy. That's what we drove on the farm when I was farming. Although I say that, and I was going through, I found a whole bunch of photos from the farm auction from when the farmer that I worked for quit farming. Whoa, we're spinning. And we had an international truck. I forgot that we actually had an international. Well, we actually had 2 internationals, I think. We had a grain truck and a semi. But the Peterbilt was the one that I always drove. We had a cab over Peterbilt, and that thing was a beast. It was so much fun to drive. And it was old, too. I forget how old it was, but it was a pretty old semi. Alright, we're losing focus here as I'm manually trying to cut these curves a bit. Alright, let's get back on our GPS track here. Get this all cleaned up now. How do I get realistic beeps in the harvester and other John Deere harvesters? There is a mod for having the grain buzzer beeps in a John Deere or in any harvester. I forget what that's called though. Toby, even though both are owned and made by Picard. Yeah, exactly. Oh goodness, we've got a horn. Kyle, appreciate you joining as a member, sir. Reach out to me on Discord if you use Discord, and we can get you into the members only section on the Discord server. We've got some multiplayer servers and generally just fun times to be had there. Juan, the fill level warning mod. Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Can you bale the alfalfa? You can. We're not going to. We're going to... yeah, we are going to bale this. So this field we're going to bale because I want to have a bit more hay. So when you cut it, this is actually cutting into grass. And so this is going to work like a grass on this particular map so that all the hay and baling mechanics work appropriately. Next cut for this will probably turn it into grass or haylage. And so we can, what do you call it? We could come at this with a forage harvester and just immediately put this into the bins that way. So actually I'm trying to think if that's what we're gonna do or if we're gonna bale this right now. Either way, it's gonna be either hay or haylage when we're all done with this. I've got to think about that now because if we're going to do multiplayer next Thursday, I'm going to have some help. So we might put this into the harvest store and turn it into haylage. And then we'll have a good amount of haylage available for feed. I know we're going to do the corn as well, but we'll see how this goes. We're not going to end up baling it tonight either way, I don't think. Just looking at the time, so... I've got a day to decide what we're going to do with this, so I'll talk to the members and see who I can line up to give me a hand on Thursday, because we're going to jump into this and hopefully knock this out multiplayer on Thursday. So even if we do bale or silage this, it's going to be live next Thursday with the members. Oh, we've got another horn here. Jason Merritt, welcome to the members. Appreciate it. And as I just said, hit me up on Discord, DM me your YouTube info, and I'll compare it against the data I get behind the scenes and hook you up with Discord if you're into Discord. If you're not, that's okay too. I appreciate the support either way. It means a lot and helps keep the channel going. All of my member stuff goes towards supporting the multiplayer servers, although thanks to all of the support and the fact that we've been running so many servers with my multiplayer provider, I am now officially a G Portal partner. So if you're looking for multiplayer farm sim servers or really for any game, I have a partner code in the description of my videos now, Kedrick, I believe, or Kedrick Farms. And if you follow that link and use my code, you'll get 5% off of your hosting with G Portal. And that also goes to helping support the channel. So, great little plug for that there. JN Channel, welcome to the stream. Daniel Parker, good to see ya. Brian Rutherford, 70 to early 80s, Pete. They quit making the cab overs in 82. Yep, so that's the thing. I knew that it was the vehicle was older than I was, so I knew it was made at some point in the 70s. Can't believe I'm turning 40 this year. Where is the time gone? Daniel Parker, I saw your name and then I didn't read your comment. What's up? Been wanting to start on this map, but some of it's overwhelming, like rocket science. It's not that bad once you get into it, especially if you take it slow. My recommendation, if you like animals and you want to get into the map, is don't try to like run a 100 cow farm right out of the gate. Like, get 20 and play a year on one of the farms and see how it goes. Honestly, the feed mechanics are incredibly simple once you get into it. I was really intimidated by it. That's why we kind of took the slow approach. But if you're using seasons, like most of your cows, until they start making milk at least, you know, while they're still heifers, they're just grazing in the pasture. We haven't had to do anything with any of ours yet. It takes a full year before they start producing milk here, really. So we're in a good spot. All right. You're supposed to turn 40 in November. I'm not sure I want to, though. Well, welcome to the November birthday club. I'm right there with you. My birthday is in the beginning of November, so I'll be turning 40 then. Ryan, how do I say Kadurker? That's how I say it. I didn't even come up with it. One of the members came up with it. We were trying to figure out what a good name for the members would be, because it was just welcome to Diniz Farms before. And then I had to come up with different names for different levels, and Kadurker was something that one of the people in the stream came up with. So that's what we went with. That whole system's going to get a revamp here in September. We're going to add a few different levels and try to spice things up a little bit, add some emoticons and things to the channel as well. But yeah, it's a Kadurker. Kind of sounds like a berserker, but I don't know. It's one of those things that has stuck around, both two equal parts laziness and also I didn't even come up with it. So Brian Rutherford, quit complaining, I'm still a kid. 51 turning 52. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So let's get this all cleaned up here. And we're gonna put this thing right in the barn here. Scorpion's Edge, your birthday's on the 1st. Myro's on the 5th. Nice. Jason, yeah, just DM me what your what you go by on YouTube here, which is Jason Merritt, and I can put 2 and 2 together here, or whatever, you know, your actual name is if you're using an alias here. Kyle, good evening. Been watching for a while and gotten back into the game because of me. Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot. It's a fun game, and I'm happy to bring, I'll say, a more realistic spin to the game than you see a lot of content creators doing. It's a lot of fun to, you know, try to farm a little bit more realistically. You know, we still have to find a balance there where things stay fun, but we try to be as realistic as is reasonable, I'll say. And with that said, we're going to go hook this baler back up before I forget. It's driving me nuts that it's just sitting out there with my bale trailer in the middle of nowhere. Buck feels like visiting an old folks home. This is an old people chat. We do. So that's one of the other fun things is that that I like about the community. I mean, we've got ages and people from all over the world, all kinds of age groups. But we do tend to attract an older audience here. Which is a lot of fun for me. I think that, you know, we've got a good mix, but also it's just fun to get to talk to a lot of real-life farmers in the community, in our community here in the Diniz Farms community. And so it's a lot of fun to get to interact with everybody. We're going to drop this thing right here now that I've got it all straightened out. It was really bugging me for some reason. And then, likewise, this ripper needs to get pushed back a smidge. It's the little things like this sometimes that I don't do because I'm in the middle of a live stream, but tonight, we're gonna straighten up the equipment just a smidge. There we go. All right. Getting behind on chat here. Strictly Limited, such a great stream. Appreciate it. Paul, hello and welcome to the stream. We've been going for a couple of hours now. My voice is starting to show the first signs of wear here. We've got to work on building up stamina. I've got plans to do a longer stream here coming up soon. Oh, goodness. Alan, you can relate to the older audience, exactly. Oh, goodness. All right, so let's take a quick look here. We've done a few more jobs than I was planning on doing tonight, so we need to take a pause, save the game for sure, and look at the map here. So I really want to look at my growth states. We've got some growing to do here. This is where we're going to be silaging next time. I think if I move the calendar forward today, we'll have silage here. We'll have to figure out if I'm going to silage this or bale it. And then the rest of our stuff needs to grow some more. And if I look at my seasons calendar here, we've got, what day is it? It's day 8. So I've got 2 days until we can start planting our wheat, or maybe some rye or triticale. We can do a winter crop of that. We might actually do that because I know we're going to want more of that for haylage. So, ooh, so many decisions here. The chat needs to be labeled the old folks at Diniz Farms. Nice. Oh, goodness. So many things in chat. I'm missing a bunch of it. I apologize. Expendables Modding on Facebook has a number of good Kenworth mods. Yeah, they do. They absolutely do. All right, let's see here. I wanted to go check and see where we're at from a bales perspective. We put a whole bunch of bales in here. Dylan, your mom got into a car accident today. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, everything works out. So I have 269 bales of hay now and 207 bales of straw. Good deal. That is a fair amount of both. Oh, it actually told me liters there. Okay, so that's 165,000 liters. And then can I open this door? Oh, this is the door that goes outside. Not a useful door. Is there a door that goes into the feed mixing area? Oh, there is. So theoretically, I could carry some of those bales by hand if I had to. I'd really rather avoid that. So we've got all of our mixed stuff here. So I was talking earlier, I've got the mod that shows the mixing ratio here on my screen anytime I'm near a mixer. But these are all of the components that you need on the Diniz Farms version of the map. And so I can still use straw in my mixing ratio. I got the grass silage or haylage as it's called. Bean meal is something that you can either mill up from soybeans yourself, or we've got a really cool silo out here. I can't get to it. There's a little silo out on the back that I can, it's this one on top. I know it looks like a grain dryer. It's the bean mill, and so you can actually just buy it here manually if you don't want to grind up the soybeans and put them in there, which is kind of cool. So, but the rest of the components are actually really easy to come by. You have these 3 fermenting silos, and you can do haylage, which is alfalfa, grass, clover, which this is, it uses some of the Maize Plus mechanics behind the scenes. Really, you're only going to see alfalfa and grass type stuff going into here on this map. You have the high moisture corn, so you can put the corn flour in here for fermenting, or you can put fresh maize in here to ferment into corn silage. So really looking forward to getting into those mechanics here next episode. We're really close here to doing our corn silage. Max, did you hear about FS22? I have. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Jason Rowe, you're looking forward to retirement in 10 years so you can play FS more often. Hope it's still around then. It should be. It's been a long-lived game at this point. I would be surprised if it's not still kicking by then. All right, so we've got all of our equipment picked up here. We've got a plan. So next week, on Thursday, we're going to be doing more Autumn Oaks, but we're going to be doing it multiplayer with the some of the members from the community. So I'll be setting this up on a multiplayer server, and fingers crossed that I can get that working. So I'm going to put my disclaimer in there right now. Assuming I can get this map working on multiplayer and it transfers over without breaking the world, we will be doing our corn silage, and whatever it is we're going to decide to do with that alfalfa in the back there. That's going to be the order for next, well, not next week, Thursday, next live stream. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be where we're at next here on Autumn Oaks. I think for today, however, this is probably going to be a great place for me to wrap things up tonight. So that's where we're at. Darude, you must be just joining the stream. We've been streaming for a few hours now, and I'm gonna be wrapping things up here. Trauma Medic, welcome to the stream, and we'll see you soon, though. It's been a great evening. We've had a lot of fun tonight, and we haven't crashed anything, which has been good. In fact, that reminds me I'm gonna hit the save game button, even though it's behind the scenes for you folks right now. But thanks for coming out and hanging out with me tonight, everybody. I had a blast, and yeah, I'm looking forward to Thursday because we're getting into the funnest part of the game here, which is the harvest seasons for me. We're bringing crops in off of the field, which is what it's all about, and a bunch of our pregnant cows are going to be giving birth here, you know, soon in the next couple of seasons here. So we're going to be getting into all of that here soon as well. Can't wait. But with all that said, that's all for today. Kedrick,